the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And able to get this out to the 25. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Love now. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down. Here's Daniel Whelan now. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. This is brought in at the 21. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick. ...2016 out of Mississippi State.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Prescott from the gun on third. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. First carry for the All-Pro running back, it's Josh Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 20, here's second down and 8. Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Love looking to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. Second down and 4. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reed. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's Love. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Now Love. And he's got it. Touchdown. Tucker Kraft from 8 yards out. And the Packers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Dallas offense set for this next drive.
And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoff. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
Becomes that
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Muscles him off. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And, Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. Throwing. Love. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So here's a 3rd and 14. To throw now. Here's Love. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. They run here with Dowdle. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 43-yard line. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They run again with Dowdle. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Prescott to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early, let the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
On the run, it's Dowdle. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center, the guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up first downs.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb.
Ineligible receiver downfield.
So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Here's Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Prescott now. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Tolbert laying himself out in the end zone. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. A running play, it's Dowdle.
A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. To throw is Prescott. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Prescott yet again. That's complete right around the 8. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now Prescott.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down, Elliott. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we'll head down to Orlando.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is, and doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He stiff arms him. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's into the hands of Tolbert. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Rico Dowdle
taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Aubrey Good with a PAT.
And that makes it a 17-10 score.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Love now. Short throw. He's got Kraft.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Throwing, Prescott.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Prescott from the gun. And Cooks has it over the middle.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Love. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They're going to look to throw.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And he's brought down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he's got it to about the 40.
Holding offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Back to throw here.
Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
The Packers ready to take over offensively. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Out of his end zone, Love.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer.
To pass, here's Jordan Love.
That's taken in by Kraft. Big strides, look at him go. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in your broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. When you talk to these guys in training camp, these are the moments they say they live for. You're in a playoff game. It's tied, fourth quarter. Time for somebody to step up.
And can you execute under pressure? Because the pressure is intense right now. No one wants to be responsible for making the error that costs their team. But at the same time, who's going to be responsible for making the play that gives the advantage to your team? Who's going to break out? Just what you said.
Prescott to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Outright, he finds Tolbert. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. The Cowboys on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. Here's 2nd and 10. Love looking to throw it. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Again, it's Love. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is taken at the 23. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And out will come the offense as they take over. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. Play action now. Prescott steps away. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
87 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
To throw is Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson.
And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
Prescott off play action. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jake Ferguson.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Cowboys have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. So here's Love and the Packers.
Down 24-17. 2:14 to play. They need a touchdown here to try to force overtime, but they've got the support of this playoff record crowd. 1st and 10. Now Love.
Able to find his man, Kraft.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
To throw now, here's Love.
A short throw to Musgrave. He's across midfield.
And finally taken down at the 34. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Here's Love.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Love looking to throw it.
Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Love. That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the 1st down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Caught on the right side, Reed.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. Here's Love. That's complete to Dobbs.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
Love looking to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. That time, a 9-play drive. Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, fourth quarter, as the kick is away here. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Here's Prescott. Into the hands of Cooks. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. To throw, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from home. Incomplete. That is third down. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This would put them in the NFC title game. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Well, sometimes you get a mismatch in these divisional round games. Not here. This has been everything we could have hoped for.
Okay, Brandon, don't get mad at me, but it's time for the old cliche.
Bring it.
Neither of these teams deserves to lose, but in the end, it's looking like the late field goal is going to be the difference in this game.
That's a good cliche. We'll let that one go. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Lambeau, good night, everybody.